guys, in this video I'll be using the random number generator from Google to design my charms. I'll be making two of them today, so let's get started. So here's the list. The first is of food and the second is the for the animals. So let's generate a random number, which is okay. The first one we get is a donut. I have to pair with the So I have to pair with a cat. Okay, a cat donut. I'm very familiar with this design, so I'm not that excited about this combination, but still we'll give it a try. So the second is a macaron, and then I have to pair with a leopard. Okay, a leopard macaron. I'm very excited about the second one, but I'm not sure about the first one because I've already done that because I've already shown it to you in my that charm of the video. So yeah, please do check that out. I'll leave it in the description box. And here I'm just making the very rough sketches of both the designs. This just gives me a rough idea of what I want to do with both of them. So first off, let's start with the cat and donut one. And for that, I'm just taking some clay and I'm going to roll it into a ball between my palms like that. And I'm just gonna flatten it out completely. Not completely, sorry. Only I'm just gonna flatten it out from both the sides. And just kind of keep on perfecting the shapes. And then with my dotting tool, I'm just going to make a dot or a hole in the middle of the donut like that. And now for the ears, I'm just taking some clay and I'm just cutting out a little piece from it, and I'm just gonna roll it into a diamond shape by pinching both the sides with my fingers. I'm just gonna cut the edges off to make it sharp and nice. So here it is, and then I'm just gonna cut it in half to make two equal ears. So there they are. And now after 24 hours, I'm gonna start painting them. So I'm using some gesso, which is just pretty much like a primer, and I'm just gonna paint both the pieces, that is the ears and the charm, like that. So here they are. I've painted both of them. Make sure you do the hole also. And now I'm gonna paint the charm with some beige color, which I made by mixing yellow, ochre, and white. Make sure you paint the hole also here. And once you're done, this is what it should look like. And now using my chalk pastels, I'm just gonna dust the bottom to make a gradient, I guess, to make it look realistic, like that. So here it is. And now I'm going to be working on the glaze. So for that, I have made this mixture of Fevicol and white chalk pastel. I'm just going to paint it, I guess, I don't know. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna work on the drips. You can make it of any size you want, the drips. Make sure you don't overflow it like I did here. So yeah. So here's how it looks like. And now I'm gonna also just kind of perfect the drips, and then I'm gonna place my ears, cat ears, like that, to make it look like a cat. And here it is. It looks pretty nice. And once it's dry, I'm gonna use my dotting tool and the black acrylic paint to make the nose. And yes, I'm very well aware that it should be pink instead of a black, but I completely forgot that time, so I made it black. And now I'm just going to take this kind of plastic thread, I guess you can find it at any stationery store. I'm just gonna kind of cut off 4 equal parts, and these will be the whiskers. So here they are. And then I'm just gonna paint it with black acrylic paint. You can actually paint it with any color you want, but if you do it with the white, make sure you use another color of glaze, otherwise it won't be visible. And now I'm just gonna paint all of them, and I'm gonna leave them to dry completely before I show you the next step. Okay, so here they are. It's been all dry, and now I'm just using my Fevicol, and I'm just gonna place them, and yes, I did lose one, so yeah. And I'm just gonna kind of place them like that. So here's how it looks like at this moment. So just leave the glue to dry completely, and yeah. So here's how my charm looks like. I really love the way I made the whiskers. I think it was a pretty innovative idea. So yeah, I also glazed it to make it look super shiny and nice. So yeah, now let's move on to the leopard and the macaron charm. And for that, I'm just taking some clay and I'm going to roll it into a ball like that. And I'm just going to keep on perfecting the shape. This is for the shells of the macaron, and then I'm going to kind of take this angled toothbrush, I guess. Yeah, I just going to take kind of pull the clay down, and then with my needle tool I'm just kind of going to pull the clay away. If you haven't seen my macaron tutorial yet, please do watch it. I'll leave it in the description box also. And now I'm going to paint it again with that same beige color we used for the donut. Now with my yellow ochre paint, I'm just gonna make these random dots, I guess you can say, all over the shell to make the spots for the leopard. And then I'm gonna also take some black acrylic paint and make these C shapes from that. And yeah, so just do that. And I'm also gonna fill the blank spaces, I guess, with that same black acrylic paint. Just go crazy with it. So make another one, and here's it. And I'm going to take that same white glue mixture, and I'm just gonna put a nice thick layer. Don't put the shell yet, because we're gonna put one more layer to make it all thick and nice. So yeah, so now leave this layer to dry completely before you do the next layer. So here it is, it's been dry, and yes, I did have air bubbles, so I had to pop it. But it was very satisfying though. And now I'm gonna put another layer of that same white mixture. This will just make it all tall and nice and creamy looking. So yeah. And now I'm gonna put my shell on top this time, like that. So that's how it looks like, and yes, it will slide. So that's why you have to add a support. And I'm also gonna place my eye pin. Sorry, not the charm, the eye pin. So I'm just kind of sandwiching it in between, something like that. So yeah. So here it is. So now leave this to dry, and here it is. It's been completely done. I have also put a nice layer of glaze, and you can see how nice it looks. As you can see, the cream is so thick. And please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye until then.